Time for another episode of This Old Doom, where we go through old school Doom maps and levels and see just how viable they are for real estate, commercial, residential, or otherwise. Of course, that means we're going to have to do some cleaning up on the way. Don't worry, the mod that I created with the help of ChatGPT will increase our market value for the properties as we go through them. So today we are going to do episode 1, mission 4 of the original Doom game from Knee Deep in the Dead. This is command control. Now, in the last episode, we did Toxin Refinery, and we could have very easily taken the secret exit into military base. Don't worry, we will do military base, although not just yet. So you can see one of our 3 secrets has just been discovered. We have a ton of enemies and items that we have to try and acquire here. So you have here a very nice, like, kind of outdoor, half outdoor, welcoming area. This would be great for parties. I mean, there's a lot of areas in the game that would be great for that, theoretically. I have to turn this down a little bit. There we go. Oh, the gun blasting. Ooh, he flew out of there. Someone was excited to jump out of that window. Hang on. You have a nice sprawling kind of yard with multiple entrances. If you've ever seen the I think it was an HBO series, maybe it was Showtime, I don't know, starring the late Bill Paxton, Big Love, where he was a Mormon with like multiple wives and all that stuff. And he like kind of had like this compound where, you know, there were multiple properties that all had like this shared like backyard type thing. That's kind of what command control's like, minus the polygamy. So, you know, you could do that if you were in a position like Bill Paxton's character was, and I should know the name of his character because I watched damn near every episode of that, but it's lost on me. I didn't do any preliminary research coming into today, so let's just ignore that and keep going, shall we? I need to make sure that I'm picking up these items here. We're trying to do as much cleanup as possible. I have a feeling it's going to be very easy for me to miss some of these items. Some of them you can only get one time, like the ones up there. So hopefully I got them all. If not, we're going to be doing a little no-clip action. And not the documentary YouTube channel. I'm talking to the cheat code, buddy. No clipping. Hello. If you haven't joined us previously, you may not know that this mod also has some other adjustments that I personally have found useful. One of them is making the enemy's health about 80% less than what it initially is. And that's just for me, for my own sanity. I don't necessarily like playing with God mode. I think that's a little bit too much. I do like a little bit of a thrill, but I honestly want to be able to beat all of these levels and collect everything without dying. But I'm going to have to work for it. Make no mistake about it. Go ahead into this side area, which has... oh, I forgot we could jump in the GZ port. Very cool. That's useful there. Right now you have a river of slime. That's something you'll see at a lot of these properties that are up for sale. It's really in vogue in 2026. Slime rivers. Get up here. This is one of these areas that you have like basically one shot to get it. I want to make sure that we're not necessarily using the rocket launcher as our main weapon. Let's switch back to chain gun's fine. Going here through the river of slime and a nice elevator. That is one thing you will notice in a lot of these properties as well is a lot of lifts, a lot of elevators. So if you are disabled or have someone that has a hard time getting around, once you clear out the demons and the monsters of these properties, they're actually very accessible from that standpoint. Let's go down here. You're going to see there's a couple of different ways we could go. I call this the karaoke room because this thing here is essentially like a stage. And it's kind of hard to tell what the developers, the game level designers were looking for here, what they were trying to do. But I mean, it's pretty simple. You walk in here, there's an elevated area, and there's a back entrance to it. To me, this reads karaoke stage. Obviously, the technology of the early 90s they didn't have maybe the digital assets to create a karaoke scenario within the game itself. Understandable. Oh, hey, we just switched automatically to... We're out of bullets. That's why. Well, I don't want to blow myself up, so let's see. We still got a lot of health, a lot of armor. Let's see how good we could do here. Come here. Come here. We're gonna have to get a little sneaky. I will have to shoot that barrel, though, so... There we go. We definitely need some ammo. There we go. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Obviously, want to use it sparingly. I'm doing all of these levels with a pistol start, meaning, you know, I start off as if I had died and respawned at the beginning of the level. So that's going to make some things challenging, especially on levels that have large waves of monsters towards the beginning. This hallway here, again, this is another great area where you could have, like, maybe an escape room party if you buy this, call it a house, mansion, manor, estate, whatever. There's a lot of hallways here. Great for mazes, laser tag, misplacing things easily. And I need to make sure, because much like the second level of this episode, very easy to forget about items and leave things behind. That is something we don't want to do. Same with monsters. There are actually monsters here that we could leave behind. Our market value, however, is approaching 1 million, which is very cool. $1 million. I think it'll go for significantly more than that, don't you? We have this sprawling, like, hedge maze area that you don't see a lot of these days. I need to be really careful here. Holy moly. Okay. Killing enemies is important, but so is surviving. There we go. We got the yellow key coming up. And here's a nice little pool area with a little, you know, way to get in and out, climb in and out. Again, that's all poison right now, so I would not take a dip in that natively as it stands right now. I would probably get that looked at by a professional. Probably shouldn't have jumped out of there right away because we now have to backtrack through the labyrinth, but that's okay. I know it fairly well. Let's go ahead and open up this yellow door. Activate the lift. One thing with this mod also, I've disabled enemy drops, so that's why we're not getting shotguns from the shotgun guys. That also makes things a little bit difficult, and we're getting close to... We have, let's see, a few enemies left and a handful of items to get. This room here used to have a, how can I say this without YouTube taking exception to it? This whole area here, you could maybe kind of tell what it originally looked like, and the developers wisely made it look like something else. So that is a thing. All right, we have kills here. Looks like we're missing 2 monsters. They could be barrels because I did make barrels a, you know, a monster essentially. They count towards kills now. So let's take a close look back here. I thought I maybe left a barrel or 2 hanging. Where are these barrels? We'll probably have to... There's one. There's one right in front of me that whole time. There's the other one right in front of me that whole time. So there you go. $1.171 million for command control. It's a great little location. Lots of different wings, guest areas, what have you. I highly recommend it. Let's go ahead and get those hundreds. Keep it 100, kills, items, secrets. That's command control. We'll be back tomorrow with a little bit more action for you. We'll be hitting up Phobos Lab, otherwise known as the level that automatically plays in the demo if you stay at the menu screen. So we'll see you then.